Okay, we're back with Napoleon Total War. And just while the game's paused, we'll have a look at all the army compositions. Now this is a 3 versus 3, and I'm playing as England. And mainly the forces are going to be foot, King's German Legion, Black Watch, foot. So tons and tons of line infantry. See if we can see my other troops over here. We do have artillery, which is great because you don't often get to play with artillery. We've got dragoons, foot. Alright, interesting. There we go, light infantry and foot. Now this was 2017, so a long time ago, when I just started playing. So the other players, let's go and have a look what they have. So they've got a lot more light infantry, which is set up correctly. Highland foot. Their cannons are already set up. And they've got Highland foot again. 6-pounder artillery, King's German Legion, Highland foot, and light dragoons and dragoons, which is really good for the English. Now, if we have a look at our adversaries, this can get a little bit confusing, but we're playing France, so it's 2 superpowers. We've got Fusiliers of line, skirmishers, cavalry, and carbineers, and we also have some more artillery over here. Old Guard, which is their elites, Swiss foot, lots of Swiss foot, dragoons, oddly skirmishers behind line infantry, so that's not a particularly good way of having it. Let's look into this one. And then we have skirmishers, howitzer, line skirmishers, so this guy knows what he's doing. Swiss foot, skirmishers in front. And we have Cav on the side. Now, unfortunately, he does know what he's doing, and that is the gentleman that I will be fighting. So, if you have a look, I'm not particularly well set up. My troops are in 2 groups, and one goes down one side of the valley, and one goes around this big stone to get to the other side of the valley. Right, let's start it and see what happens. And for some reason we just sit here for a minute. King's German Legion. Black Watch are good though, that's an elite group. And there's some more elite light foot. Okay, so it took me some time to get going. It's really handy to come back and look at your old games from years ago, so I certainly don't play like this anymore. And the Black Watch. So the interesting thing with this game is we have got artillery, and that's a really nice element to have in Napoleon Total War, because it was so important on the battlefield in the 1800s. Okay, they're starting to run now. So looks like we've got some rifles. Oh no, it's King's German Legion. I hope I bought rifles. Ah, now already I can see my opponent has got his skirmishers and National Guard rushing down. So he's getting set up really fast. And I lost a little bit of time at the start. British Dragoons, Cavalry has come down that side. So let's have a look what we've done this side. Right, we're slowly coming over the brow of the hill. So this battle group, it looks like, is designed to hold this area here. So the line troops on the bottom, and we seem to have light foot and foot, and the artillery up this side. So this is the high ground, so maybe that wasn't too silly. We already have a cav battle. I've got my dragoons against the French corsairs. If I mispronounce any of the French names, oops. I apologise for that. The Corsairs are winning slightly, but he decides to withdraw them. Am I going to follow through? Looks like he's set up a trap, and it looks like I fall straight into it. So now we have 2 units against my one. And we're getting fire from the Swiss foot. Okay, let's go back to the main army. Okay, we're starting to set up foot and starting to set up Lightfoots as skirmishers on here. They really need to be in front of the mainline infantry, but they're not. It really is quite frustrating watching old games. Okay, here I have got the light troops, but look how I've packed up these lines. It's going to get so much friendly fire. Now this is how it should be done. Let's have a look at my opponent. Skirmishers in front, and then a straight line, the line infantry behind. And it looks like my cannon, at least they've got the high ground, and they're starting to bombard his forces. Not sure where his cannon is. Oh, they're setting up here. But they're howitzers, so they should be out of range. I think they're only 450. Whereas these guys up here are 600. Well, at least I've got one of them right. Okay, seem to be pushing forward, which I don't really want to do. I'm doubling up again here, which is just plain silly. Now I'm bombarding his howitzers. Let's see how it looks from his point of view. He's put down stakes here in case there's a cavalry charge. He's doing everything right so far. even to the point where he's realised he's out of range and he's withdrawn his guns. They could be put to better use somewhere else. Okay, so my opponent has got a really nice setup. Let's have a look at the top. Has he got any men coming over here? That would have been a good choice, but he hasn't. Whereas in 2017 my lines were all over the place. We do look to have at least got the skirmishers out front, which is good. General staff on the hill. And the best setup is the artillery. Taking the high ground, covering everything. Can't get a better artillery setup than that, especially with the range. Now I'm starting to put my light in front, which is good, so maybe I'm copying him a little bit. But this is a brilliant spot for artillery. That is good. Could be using this time bombardment phase of setting up here properly. It just seemed to be staying as it's set up. Right, we have some lights here that we should move forward, and we should get this line infantry behind them, but we're not. As you can see, we're just waiting here. Again, I'm on the far side of this hill. Any shots I actually do fire will go straight into the ground. This whole light fetch should have been up in these trees, and these should have been up on this tree line as well. Let's just see if he's going to bring anything through here. Doesn't look like it. But I wouldn't imagine he can stay taking this bombardment for long. National Guard, Old Guard, Old Guard, Fusiliers in line. We do seem to be moving our foot forward, which is a mistake with these skirmishers in front. Should have just sat back and let the bombardment do its work. Got Swiss foot hidden in this little pocket, and more skirmishers. And when we get here, we're now in range of his artillery, which is probably just over the hill. Let's have a look. There he is. Much better position. He seems to have been hit by one of my artillery shells. I see pieces of grass floating by, that's good. Right, so he's using indirect fire. He's hidden by the hill, and he's getting much better shots with the howitzers. So this is quite an experienced player I'm up against. Have a look, see how my contemporaries are doing on theirs in a minute. But even with that, a lot of these will get up again. Whereas they don't normally from a howitzer hit. But we have dropped the old guard numbers down, which is good. Now he's rushing forward his skirmishers, so he really wants to get into a position where he can actually engage. I seem to have left the bomb area. That's probably where he's done it. Where am I going? I'm sending all my men up onto the high ground, so I'm camping. Not great. I'm going to let this ground go. Probably because we're getting hit by his howitzer. Or I'm going somewhere else. I'll look it up. Looks like my ally might have been under pressure, so I'm going around to help them. Again, you should really concentrate on getting your own battle fought first. It's just such a good, strong artillery position. If only he'd had longer range artillery, he would have won this easily. But at the moment, even with all my land forces not even engaging, he's just losing lots of men. Okay, we have got range here. He's getting frustrated now. He's charging up towards my skirmishers.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
That's not good on the other side. And again, a lot of that fire is going into the dirt. They're lining up. Light foot. Oh, I'm charging down. That's not a bad idea, because in melee, line infantry should actually get them, but they're running away. And I can't believe that he's thrown his into melee as well. Swiss foot. Okay, that's not good, because British forces are good at shooting. What we don't want to do is get into melee with 3 times our number. Come on, support. Right, now we've got Foot running back, getting shot at in the back. The numbers are just going down. Oh, they're lining up, ready to fire. They're getting massacred. I think they're going to break before they fire. And it looks like they're back into melee. But we have got some more Foot. Please don't put these into melee. Yeah, we've got some skirmishers firing on the National Guard. Just stop there, that would be perfect. Come on, 2017 me. Stop! Don't put them into melee. Come on. Yes. Now that could be quite a good result. They should have been rushed down though, it took far too long. So the Foot is now going to shoot down on the Swiss Foot, and they're engaged in melee. And then we have another Foot here, so that should be quite good. We've got the range up there, but the bad news is they seem to have put the cannon forward. How are they getting the range on that? Oh, They've moved it forward. We've just taken too many hits.
Our men are running, sir.
Okay, those howitzers. Oh, let's take that out. I'm not sure that was a good idea. Okay, so I have the high ground here.
This building has fallen to the enemy. Did you ask permission? Orders.
Right, we just need to sit there and fire now. I think they're retreating. And then backing up. Retreat with their skirmishers, which are now doing damage which I can't respond to. So I either have to retreat or I need to move forward. So at the moment they're just picking me off. That's it. Move forward quickly. Stretch out your line. Get more guns firing. Okay, good. Are we in range? Yes. Alright, so the skirmishers shouldn't do very well against the full line. Now that needs to move down as well. Come on. Stretch out your line. Now if we can move these guys down as well and stretch out the line. And bombard. There we can see at last the skirmishers are taking quite a few hits. And that cannon fire coming in all the time as well. We are outpositioned by these skirmishers though. Come on, move in and line up. Oh, he's bringing forward his line infantry. No, we need to retreat. Come on, retreat as fast as you can.
Our men are running, sir.
Ah, he's got loads of cav coming for a surprise attack. I hope I've seen that. Forming square, just in time. That's going to be not good for this cav. If he moves up his line infantry though, he'll have a good. Okay, so both cav and infantry is attacking that square. They're taking fire from the second square. And, oh look at this. We've got a line of foot and King's German skirmishers. So that hurt that Swiss foot quite a lot. Now we've got a general retreat from the French. And the lights are moving up now. And getting quite a bit of fire on the old guard, which is good. Look at that number coming down. He's moving his old guard back. Still movement in the trees, Swiss foot. Breaking. It looks to me like we have more units coming up through the stakes, adding more fire, and he's retreating completely. All the time been harried by the artillery, and they're going to get quite a good shot here at the hill. So what's he going to do now? Now he did everything right, it was just the position of the artillery, so that was very unlucky. Now it looks like he's going to make a stand here for when we come over the brow of the hill. Are we going to do that? It looks like we're moving forward, and at last we've got our lights in front. So movement up here. Oh, he's trying to move up his howitzers. And Swiss foot, they're going round. Very nice, crafty move. What we've got here, we've got Cav as well. So it's Cav trying to flank with the artillery on the right hand side. So that was a very good opponent. Probably try and go after the guns. If you can silence the guns. Now we're moving into battle. He's bringing... Oh, that's not good. I've got my light foot here, so they'll have range over there. 2 units coming up, and he's just moving back. Right, let's see if this Cav unit gets through. We've got general stuff. We've got the artillery guns and just a small number of foot. Now, I imagine that they'll come through here. Unless they're stuck. Oh no, it's routing. Okay. So I think it was just a matter of luck. Placement of artillery. Got light foot set up there, and they're firing at all the stragglers. Oh god, and that seems to be running that way, but my other units have come through the gap in the side and caught them. So now it's just a case of running them down. Where are they going to make the last stand? Let's just speed it up. It looks like they're all making their last stand here. We're setting up the skirmishers, National Guard, Old Guard, Fusiliers of line. They're deciding to move back. They're going to line up on top of this hill or escarpment here, this raised ground. General Staff
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Right, I've been chasing them too hard. Yeah, I'm right behind them. It's just a chase now, they've got to stop at some
The
point.
men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
He has set up skirmishers there, so I imagine he's trying to get into this valley. But the other British are coming down this way.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a
There's
while.
nowhere for him to go now. Okay, just speed through it again. We have some skirmisher fire. The trouble is, my troops now are very tired. And he's setting his line up there. But all the time there's more and more fire coming through from behind him. Oh god, just decided to run. So this looks like the last. Let's just speed it up again.
All hope is lost, sir. This battle is almost done.
That's strange. I thought we were winning. So we've got foot, and we're forcing the skirmishers back. Skirmishers now firing into the hill because they've got a bad setup.
Fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
And that looks like General Staff up there. Let's see what he sees. Again, his skirmishers firing into the dirt, so mine. We need to get nearer to make any decent headway. But I think I'm resting mine up. Okay, foot are now in range and firing. French cavalry is set. Oh, artillery was setting up behind us. That didn't seem to work out. Oh, loads and loads of lights now. If we can just start firing. Whoa. This hits the old guard as well. That's a good long single line though, and we're rushing in up here. Front flank. Another group. Fresh group going straight in for. They're moving into square. We move into square. Fortunately this group didn't. And then just loads of my completely fresh troops, because it's the artillery that did most of the work in the other battle. And as we do this, it looks like I've sent my others around the long way, other troops.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must pray.
It's not going to be long now. Charges in. There we go, volley off. This group continuing to fire at the backs of the old guard. And I think that's it. And more or less there is where it finishes.